The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that many fans are buzzing with both excitement and concern after the show's latest casting shakeups. On one hand, viewers are thrilled to see so many familiar soap stars joining the CBS daytime drama. On the other, the flood of new hires has sparked major fears about looming cast cuts and exits. The speculation really began when Billy Flynn crossed over from Days of Our Lives and stepped into the role of Kane Ashby. Flynn's debut gave the character a fresh start, and Kane has quickly become central to multiple storylines with significant airtime. For longtime Y&R watchers, seeing a character like Kane revived was a treat, but his big return also set the tone for what's looking like a wave of casting changes. Of course, with every addition there are usually some departures. In fact, fans have already noticed a string of exits in recent months. Summer Newman, portrayed by Allison Lanier, left the canvas. Cole Howard, played by Eddie Peck, wrapped up his storyline. Damian Kane, portrayed by Jermaine Rogers, also exited. And Chance Chancellor, once a fixture on the show, bowed out when Connor Floyd left the role to head over to Days of Our Lives and take over as Chad DiMera. These departures have only heightened speculation that new hires mean more exits could be on the horizon. For fans who've been through casting purges before, it's a familiar pattern. When the show brings in big names, it often balances the budget by letting others go. That's why the latest announcements are stirring up both excitement and nervousness. Tamara Braun, beloved for her work on Both Days and General Hospital, is set to join Y&R as Sienna Bacall. She'll first appear this autumn, and the show has already teased that her character will shake things up in a big way. Fans can't wait to see Braun's powerhouse talent on screen, but they're also asking what the cost will be. On top of that, Roger Howarth, another soap veteran known for his runs on General Hospital and One Life to Live, is headed to Genoa City as well. Howarth hasn't even started filming yet, but it's already been confirmed that he'll have an important story arc later this year. His addition is another huge get for Y&R and one that promises big drama. The problem is that all these casting announcements require money, and soaps have notoriously tight budgets. The fear among viewers is that to afford these high-profile actors, the show will be forced to make cuts elsewhere. That could mean contract downgrades for some familiar faces, or even full-on exits for characters who've been around for years. It's a delicate balancing act. On one hand, bringing in stars like Braun and Howarth injects fresh energy into the show and draws attention from fans of other soaps. On the other, longtime Y&R loyalists don't want to see their favorites pushed aside in favor of new arrivals. This is especially concerning given that some characters have already felt sidelined in recent months, fueling fears they could be on the chopping block. At this point, there's no confirmation on who might leave or lose contract status. The producers are keeping those cards close to the vest. But history tells us that when a soap makes high-profile casting moves, adjustments often follow. It's not always about talent or storyline potential. Sometimes it simply comes down to budget. What makes this situation particularly tricky is the timing. Y&R has been focusing heavily on certain families, while others have been pushed into the background. Fans have already complained about a lack of balance in the storytelling. Adding more characters without trimming somewhere else could make that problem worse. Too many people on the canvas without enough story to go around is a recipe for clutter and frustration. That's why many viewers believe some form of cast shakeup is inevitable. Whether that means characters being written off, shifted to recurring, or simply fading into the background, fans are bracing themselves for potential disappointment. After all, soaps are constantly evolving, and big casting moves nearly always come with trade-offs. Still, there's plenty to be excited about. Tamara Braun is a seasoned actress who knows how to bring intensity and vulnerability to her roles, and Roger Howarth has a history of delivering powerhouse performances that keep fans glued to the screen. Their arrivals could spark fresh storylines and breathe new life into Y&R at a time when some viewers feel the show has grown stagnant. The key question is whether the producers can balance these exciting additions with a need to protect the existing cast. Will Y&R manage to keep fan favorites while also expanding the canvas, or will some beloved characters end up paying the price for these new hires? For now, fans will have to wait and see. But one thing is certain, Genoa City is about to get even more crowded, and that always means change is coming. Whether those changes thrill viewers or leave them heartbroken depends on who stays, who goes, and how the show handles this delicate transition. So, as Tamara Braun makes her debut as Sienna Bacall and Roger Howarth begins his mysterious new role later this year, fans should prepare for a mix of excitement and potential heartbreak. The Young and the Restless has clearly invested in shaking things up, but history tells us that major cast additions often come with sacrifices. And in the world of soaps, no character is ever completely safe.